Hello, I'm Roy Walker. Join me as we take a fun-filled look back at some of my favourite game show moments.
We'll be taking a trip down memory lane as we travel through the game show archives. So, fasten your seatbelts and get ready for Roy Walker's Game Show A to Z. There's something about the game show that we all hold dear in our affections. Whether we are fans of number games, good at facts and figures, or we just like seeing families messing around, competing in silly games. We all remember something that made us feel at home, an hour, or maybe just a half an hour, once a week, where we'd put on the kettle, settle down in front of the telly, put your thinking cap on, and try and join in the fun. Now, in this series, we're going to take a look back through the archives and bring you some of those great game show moments. The hosts who became household names, the lovely assistants you'd love to have lived next door to, the questions and conundrums, the fabulous or maybe not so fabulous prizes, the contestants, sometimes bright as a button, sometimes without a clue, the theme tunes, the shows that didn't quite make it, and the ones that became our favourites, the catchphrases.
You are the weakest link. Bye.
So, if like me, game shows are your thing, well sit back, relax and enjoy Roy Walker's A to Z of game shows.
You got your own back on your mum, how do you feel?
I feel excellent.
Here we go with the letter A, which in our countdown stands for The Adventure Game. A show from the 80s that was completely out of this world. The contestants went on a journey through time and space to a place called Arg, a little-known planet on the far side of the galaxy inhabited by a race of dragons. The Argons, as they were known, had the ability to change shape into anything they please. But they usually adopt the shape of humans and entertain them with a few problems. The main ones being how to find the way out and how to get back to Earth again.
Do come across. It's quite safe at the moment. The evaporator isn't switched on yet.
The chief dragon is Rangdo. Now he likes to keep an eye on things, but for some reason he prefers to do that as an aspidistra.
Oh, come on.
If the contestants run out of time, the Argon's ultimate penalty was to evaporate you.
It's so simple, I can't think why no one had ever thought of it before. Even an early appearance by Egghead Chris didn't make much difference. He got scrambled by the unhappy aspidistra. We had to wait 20 years before another dragon hosted a game show.
Join us again for the weakest link.
B is for Beat the Teacher, an ingenious game where pupils can challenge their own teachers and even put them to shame.
So for activity round one, what we want Ryan and Mr. Simpson to do is to quite simply move the rod along the wire without touching it until it gets to the other end. Take it slowly, I think, Mr. Simpson. That's the way to do it.
Is that Homer Simpson?
Let's see how you're doing over there. Oh dear, he's already gone back to the start. I reckon.
Is that the school bell already?
Carefully to this. You have a bucket which is half full of water, yet you want to fill it. How do you do this if you have no more water available and you do not distort the shape of the bucket? Mr. Simpson?
Put sand in till the water is right to the top.
That's correct. In fact, fill it with anything other than water. Bit of a trick question for you there.
Well done, Teach.
Tiddlywinks. What Ryan and Mr. Simpson have to do is with their squidger, flick the tiddles into the pots. It's the maximum number that they can get inside before the clock has run out. So, gentlemen, if you're ready and feeling fit, set, go!
Feeling fit? How fit do you need to be to play Tiddlywinks? Maybe they should have put a bit more training in.
3, 2, one last quick go. 1, and no.
You know, one of my favourite films is about a teacher. It's Goodbye, Mr. Chips, of course.
So I'm afraid this round has ended in a draw.
Our next game show could never end in a draw. Well, what else could C be for? Keep pressing and guessing and just say what you see. Of course, it's my very own Catchphrase.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a brand new series of Catchphrase.
Hey, look how young I look.
This is our 10th year, 10 years.
We had a state-of-the-art set, and were one of the first game shows to incorporate proper computer animation as part of the game. And don't forget my sidekick, Mr. Chips.
Just say what you see. Len, a couple of Mr. Chips is there. What are they? Len.
Into stocks.
Into stock's good, but it's not the one. Keep talking to me. Mabel.
Stock exchange.
You're right!
In the final round, you had to join 5 catchphrases together. Do this, and you'd win the star prize.
Bangkok, the golden city blending old and new.
Back to the R.
R.
Toe of a shoe. Horns on the toe of a shoe. Horn shoes. Horn cap. Shoehorn.
Do you know what she won for that shoe catchphrase? A personal trainer. Hang on. Blankety blank doesn't begin with a D. It's one of the show's hosts, Les Dawson, who is the D on our list. For my money, he was one of the all-time greats. Let's watch the master at work.
Here's your host on Blankety Blank, Les.
Oh my word! It's the Tooth Fairy!
I am the fairy on the Christmas tree. Yes. Last time you were full at the BBC. When I found who was responsible for these clothes, I'm going to stick my wood up his past. Right, Michael? Michael? No, you ain't Michael. That's just a little gag. And it should be in there. Tracy.
Tracy?
Oh, no. Stacy. There are very few words in the prolific English language to describe the sort of prizes we give away, so you'll have to settle for crap. Robinson, you hail from Sidmouth in Devon. You're a manager of a building society.
Yes, I am.
Well, listen, I want to tell you something. In the dark days, not so long ago, when I desperately needed something to help me, I went to a building society manager. I said, how do I stand for a mortgage? He said, you don't, you grovel.
That's true. Mortgage rates down for Christmas, eh?
I don't believe this is happening to me.
The astrologer, Russell Grant, didn't believe it either when he was asked to host the on-aired pilot of the letter E in our countdown. Every second counts.
Here's the man who makes every second count, Russell Grant.
Hello and welcome to a brand new quiz show.
Russell Grant. He said he could see into the future. I wonder did he see this magician taking his job off him? Now that's magic.
Thank you very much indeed. Good evening and welcome to Every Second Counts. Now, for the benefit of the audience here, every second really does count. We count the seconds that are created by correct answers in this show, and at the end, believe you me, that time that accumulates is very, very important indeed.
And before you got to the end game, you had to get through the equally challenging interview with Paul first, which was sometimes easier said than done.
You don't. What do you cook?
French cuisine, mainly.
French cuisine. Vous parlez français?
Oui.
Oh, I don't.
We did very well on our honeymoon.
He did what?
He did very
I do. I want to.
We went to Paris.
And he did very well on your honeymoon. Yes,
Though sometimes the contestants got their own back.
Engineer. Flight engineer?
Oh, that was when I was in the Navy. Yeah.
Where did you fly?
In the air.
But the joking soon stopped for the quick fire end game.
Asia.
Nile.
Africa.
Yes. Yangtze.
Asia.
Yes. Indus.
Asia.
Yes, you've done it.
Our winners will have music everywhere with this complete stereo system, consisting of a mini hi-fi, radio cassette player, personal cassette player, and car stereo.
Hope you've had a good day. We've enjoyed your company. You've been great players, and we hope you've enjoyed it as well.
And we hope you enjoyed our A to E as well. Join me after the break for more of Roy Walker's game show, A to Z. Welcome back to Roy Walker's game show, A to Z.
Letter F is for Full Swing, the game show that mixed a quiz with golf. The show was driven along by comedian, skysher and golfer Jimmy Tarbuck.
What an audience. Thank you very much and welcome to Full Swing, a new game show based on golf. And what do you think of the buggy, hey? The police have stopped me in this. He said, you were doing 85 miles an hour in a buggy. I said, well, let me give you my excuse. He said, what is it? I said, 4 weeks ago, my wife ran off with a traffic policeman. And I saw you in the mirror and I thought, my God, it's him, bringing her back. Right. Let's play Full Swing.
This was no ordinary golf game.
And away it goes. Stand down and watch
A lot of effort went into designing the show's tricky little courses.
Whoop.
Looks more like a scientific experiment. I'll never forget the first time I played golf with Jimmy Tarbuck. It took this long just to get the ball into the first hole. You know, I'll let you into a secret. I always took 2 pairs of socks onto the golf course, just in case he got a hole-in-one. Well, if you think that was complicated, wait till you see what hazards they've put on this green.
This green is not only the hole, which is surrounded by all sorts of hazards. There's ponds. There's bunkers, there's a waterfall over there, there's a deep bunker here, and we have also the extra hazard of our naughty full swing rabbits who keep burrowing holes at random. Here they go. Yes, the little rascals. At Easter we poured boiling water down these holes. We got hot cross bunnies.
Avian spoon racing hasn't quite reached the status of a national sport.
Thank God.
However, it's often used to test the coordination of hand and eye of the younger set.
And of course, as anyone of the younger set will know, G stands for the Great Egg Race, the technological program presented by archetypal mad scientist Professor Heinz Wolf.
Welcome to the Great Egg Race.
Now, this game involved, as the name suggests, egg racing, using any means possible.
What are we going to do then?
To be a contestant on these shows, it was almost compulsory to have a beard. Teams of boffins had to construct a self-powered vehicle in which to transport their fragile eggs as far as possible.
Go.
It's very exciting. That was a bit of a scramble.
2 unfortunate accidents, both at about 4.5 meters.
Did he say
So the yellow
accident?
team scores 9 points on the basis of distance, and the red team also scores 9 points.
You get 9 points just for that? Later the show moved on from egg racing, with new tasks to complete ranging from building bridges to burglar alarms and even special effects.
I think the pictures in the armour look most suspicious.
I don't think Steven Spielberg has much to worry about. This show paved the way for more recent invention shows, such as Scrappy Challenge and Geronimo!
I'm afraid this is the last egg race of the season. We may be back next year, so live in hope. Good night.
Exactly. So, as Heinz says goodbye, we say hello, which is the letter H in our countdown.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine.
All right. Jolly D. Good evening and welcome to Face the Music.
Hello, and good evening.
Hello, welcome to a new series of Going for Songs. Very nice to be back with you and have you back with us.
Hello again. Welcome to our Boxing Day evening extravaganza. I hope you're all having a wonderful Christmas. You are having a wonderful Christmas, aren't you? We'll soon fix that.
But the master of the game show, Meet and Greet, is undoubtedly Bruce Forsyth. Let's see how it should be done.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, children. Welcome to the Generation Game. Nice to see you,
Thank you, audience, and hello to you at home.
Welcome to Spikecraft.
Welcome to the first of an exciting new series of Pets Win Prizes.
Bob Monkosh was a master. His hello was a load of jokes.
Wonder of wonder, miracle of miracles, it's bingo on the beeb. As they say in the Virgin Islands, well, I never did. test match against Transylvania, would Dracula be their best bet? Is it geriatric, a German who's just scored 3 goals in a row?
Well, Monkhouse always was a knockout with the jokes.
On BBC One, we go to Plymouth for It's a Knockout.
Aye, well, what else could it be? But it's a knockout! The whole country got involved in the friendly rivalry. It was a great crowd puller, despite the usual British weather.
And that enthusiastic crowd in the background, they really are, despite the weather. They've got supporters here who've travelled up from Torbay.
Essentially, it was a glorified sports day for adults. In the early shows, it's a wonder nobody came to grief. Stuart Hall, one of the anchormen, didn't mind getting stuck in and was renowned for his infectious, hysterical laughter.
A lot of contention going on now. What's going to happen?
Soon the madness spread abroad. And once it went Euro-wide, the sillier the games, the better.
There's the Dutchman. From Wisden Alton. Look at him. Oh, poor Earl Smith's having a torrid time. How many's he dropped? Could go on all night.
Yeah, and sometimes it seemed as if it did.
On they go. They're going to come and pick up a ring. The British are in there fighting away, going for a ring. The British are trying to get a ring. He's got a ring. Yeah. You see what happened? They've got to grab it in the beak. Look at those two.
Nothing new there. 2 birds fighting over a ring. Hey, I remember this one. J is for Jukebox Jury with David Jacobs. Oh, I'll never forget this. Everybody's living room became a dance hall.
Well, we really do have a mixed jury tonight, so let's have the first record.
The show featured a magnificent jukebox which played the latest singles, with the panel deciding whether they were a hit or a miss. Of course, the jury weren't always right.
Well, that's called M1, and it's by the Ted Taylor 4. Carmen McRae.
Well, I think it would be a hit. It sounds like everybody was belching and you know, and it's so repetitious of the blues that you hear, you know, I've heard all my life, I guess, and I think it can be a hit, though, I'll say that.
Well, I personally think that burping's here to stay, and for that reason alone, I think it stands a very good chance.
So let's see what they say about M1 by Ted Taylor 4, hit or a miss. And they say, well, 3 of them anyway, say that this is going to be a hit.
Rejuvenated for the 70s, disc jockey Noel Edmonds took over the jukebox.
We want a verdict from you, please. Do you think it will be a hit or a miss? There's 2 misses immediately.
I've heard it so many times before, it seems, that I think people are tired of buying the same record all the time, so maybe not.
The format remained the same, with the panel giving their verdict on the week's releases. They had to be careful what they said, though, as sometimes the artists were behind the scenes.
I think you better go over and meet them.
The show also hit the road to hear what the general public had to say.
Good tune, good rhythm. I think it's going to be a hit.
A big hit?
A big hit, yes.
And you'll buy it?
I might do.
The music we played, did you like it?
I didn't hear it.
But I bet she's heard of some of these. Yes, K is for kids' game shows. Goodness, this takes me back. Whether on Crackerjack or taking your school to the top of the form, manners and a clean image were the order of the day. The
Old favourites like Snakes and Ladders and Tiddlywinks give way to more madcap antics and costume mayhem, more prizes and more mess. A sign of the times, but it was the adults who started to cop most of the pies and guns as the shows progressed. Speaking of progress, it wasn't long before computers found their way into the games, as this strip of first-class shows.
Miss. Yes.
But even today, at the heart of the kids' game show, it's about fun, laughter, and 5 minutes of fame. Or maybe that should be infamy. Of course, is for laughs. What else?
You're from Holford.
It's what many game shows are all about.
You were born in Taunton, and you now live in the Quantock Hills, where you... Oh, the Quantock, sorry, the Quantock. I'm glad I wore my blazer. On the Quantock Hills, where you run a guest house.
That's correct.
Oh, not a pub?
No, but we are licensed.
Oh, you are licensed? Oh, yeah, but you're not teetotal. Right.
Which player who played for France in the '98 World Cup final made his Premiership debut in
Even when you're trying to be serious, you can hardly ever keep a straight face.
Do you fix the central heating any quicker than you answered the first question?
I've never dealt with central heating in my life. I'm a DJ and forklift.
Oh, well, that'll explain it then.
Keeping a straight face wasn't a problem on Mastermind. With the formidable black chair and the forbidding music, this show meant business and is the M in our list. Anyone could apply for a shot at the Mastermind trophy, so long as they could answer questions on their chosen subject and general knowledge.
Hello and welcome to the final of Mastermind 1989.
Aptly, for our M section, Magnus Magnusson was the host, with his inevitable catchphrases, "I've started, so I'll finish," and the chilling, "May I have our first contender, please?"
And may I have the first contender, please?
Some of the speciality subjects were really weird.
Vampires in popular English literature from 1819 to 1989.
Notable British poisoners.
Frogs.
But nothing could quite prepare the contestants for the mind-numbing terror of being in the Mastermind chair.
Who was the curate who first identified the leaf warblers by their songs?
Pass.
Where did David Lack do his classic field study of the robin?
Pass.
Where was the first British bird observatory established?
Pass.
Pass.
It is the grand final of Mastermind.
In 2003, tough TV and radio interviewer John Humphreys took over.
You were head of media at the school. Right. Is it a real subject? But you can't prove it, can you?
Can you disprove it?
Ah, that isn't the question, is it?
To be or not to be, John? Well, that is the question. Join me, Roy Walker, after the break for more conundrums and quizzes as we continue our game show A to Z. Welcome back. Now the letter N stands for Never Mind the Buzzcocks. Now this is a music quiz with a difference. Original host Mark Lamar was renowned for his anarchic sense of humour.
Hello? Yeah, I just wanted to say, like a well, then don't put a sign on your van asking how you're driving. Pretty moody there. Hello, I'm up to Never Mind the Buzzcocks.
No one escaped his sharp tongue, no matter how big the star.
5'3" Paul Simon once made a guest appearance on The Muppet Show, which was great. It was only ruined after the show when, due to a stagehand's oversight, he was packed away in a box with Mr. Snuffleupagus.
Between the jokes, the panel answered questions on music, and there were many games including naming that tune without any words being used.
Da-da-dun. 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 Da-da-dun.
This isn't,
Da-da-dun.
all I can do. I wouldn't bother. Phone, if you want, you can just knock off early.
In case you're wondering what that was meant to be, it was It's Alright by Supergrass. And my next show proved to be alright with the viewers too, even though it really was an odd one out. You like that suit, but not a lot. Yes, it's Paul Daniels, the show's host.
Hello, what's your name?
John.
John. Hi, John. Where you from, John?
London, England.
Oh, London.
In my younger days, I was a magician's assistant.
Really?
Yes, I did all the tricks. He just stood out in the front and looked good.
Well, I wonder if Debbie McGee would agree with that.
Well, I don't know about you at home. I've already decided who's going to win, and it's not Madeline. You now owe me a prize. Oh, wash it. You've had the rules explained to you before we start, haven't you? Yes. Well, could you please tell me, because nobody told me. No, the rules are very simple, and don't forget, the first thing you've got to do is spot the odd one out.
Finding the odd one out might seem simple, but getting the right answer was not always as easy as you might think.
Toad.
Correct. Now, do you want to challenge David or Anne, or do you want to take it yourself to tell me what Toggle, Frog and the unseen item have in common?
I think I'll challenge Anne.
Anne?
I mean, you have a toggle on a scarf.
Yes, I believe you do, yes.
No?
I'm showing great interest in...
It's something to do, it is. It has to do with Boy Scouts and Cubs.
That's incredibly wrong.
I think they're knots.
Knots is also the wrong answer.
I think the parts of tackle for flag, going up.
And you got it wrong as well. So, so on that, you still did very well out of that one. You got 8 points. The last one's button. They're just fastenings. It's as simple as that. Oh, answers, of course. It's all easy.
Easy peasy. RP is for Pets Win Prizes. Now, in this show, owners brought their pets to the studio to play games of skill and agility. Danny Baker did a great job to talk up the excitement.
We will be playing tonight. That's my stick insect.
Where else on TV could you see shower horses pulling pints? Or duck slalom? Or even dog snooker? Series 2 and Dale Winton took over with a whole new approach to presenting.
And this is the game all about bees, isn't it? Now, we've got loads of them there.
Who keeps bees as pets?
Now, is that your queen?
That's my queen.
These are all your workers, aren't they?
That's right, yeah.
But it did give Dale a beeline to an obvious funny.
And in each colony, that's just a small sample of the colony, isn't it? Mm-hmm.
Here it comes.
How can you tell the queen from the rest of them? Now, stop it. How can you tell the queen from the rest of them? I suppose it takes one to know one, really.
Now then, what do you think we've got for Q? Well, Q is for question. So it's question of sport, of course. The panel game of celebrity sports stars answering questions in other sports they often knew little about. Sometimes the rules were even more complicated than the questions themselves.
Well, round 4 calls for a bit of tactical thinking by the captains, or perhaps the opportunity of taking a gamble. It's the home and away round, which there are questions, home questions worth 1 point for the specialised subject in which the various people play their sports, and the away question worth 2 points, and that is a general sports knowledge question. What is the next colour in the following sequence? White, yellow, orange, green, blue, and brown.
I don't know. You know?
Not even a guess.
I'm going to have a guess.
Go and have a guess, yeah.
Yes.
What?
Try something.
Go on. Black. Black.
Why did you say black?
I don't know. It's the only colour you hadn't said.
I tell you what, you've got it right.
What is it?
Do you know why you've got it right?
No.
You don't know the sport?
No.
In fact, a lucky guess, but it was worth guessing. It's judo, the graded belts in judo.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I've got a black belt. It helps keep my trousers up. Regular prime-time viewing for the best part of 4 decades. The show is rapidly approaching its 40th anniversary and still going strong today. Ex-Wimbledon tennis star Sue Barker has hosted the show for the past 12 years and always enjoys a bit of banter with the teams.
And for your team, it's European Championship Athletics and a heat of the men's 200 metres. What happened next?
It's funny how the footballers love it, don't they?
Will you shut up? He's not all the time.
Quite right too, Sue. Our next host certainly wouldn't have put up with any of those sort of shenanigans. He came from a time when hosts had to be both clever and a little bit bossy. It's Robert Robinson, best known as the host of the word definition game, Call My Bluff.
Now we start to produce a lot of words, beginning with Huchinu, Muzi. Chuk is the next one. Zinky, Pimpernel, well. Dumka, Tupu. You'll have to learn, Arthur, that on this programme nothing gets a louder laugh than a disease.
Around the same time, Robinson was also presenting Ask the Family, another game for the clever clogs. In this long-running series, the humour was put on hold as 2 families of 4 went head-to-head to find out who was the brainiest.
Here's an anagram. I think it's rather an easy one. Why shouldn't it be for the first question? Here it comes. And I think the phrase itself is a clue.
Florence Nightingale.
It's always Florence Nightingale, my dear.
The questions were certainly hard, as was getting on the good side of the host.
Shakin' Stevens. And Mr. Shakin' Stevens, I think he's rather formal.
Robert ran the show with a tight rein and a formal style, and certainly didn't suffer fools gladly.
Waverley.
Edinburgh.
Now, I really think you buzzed and you didn't know the answer until a little bit afterwards, so I'm going to penalise you. But since you could only score 5, I'll penalise you 5.
Robert, I don't want to interrupt you, but you haven't realised...
What?
...that today is the 100th Ask the Family anniversary.
What are we going to do with that?
Don't be like that, Robert. You enjoyed it all, really. S is for, well... what else could it be but that celebrity pairing success? Strictly Come Dancing! One of the surprise family hits of recent years, the show appealed to all age groups, from grandma and mum to the kids. There was even plenty to keep the dads watching too. Dance styles the celebrities have to quickly learn include the tango, the quick step, cha-cha-cha, and my personal favourite, the John Sargent style. Who better to host the show than the man with all the moves, Bruce Forsyth? So, let's remind ourselves where Brucey developed some of his moves. And it wasn't all plain sailing for the Strictly celebrities either. They had to put in some back-breaking practice sessions just to stay in the show. But practice, as they say, does make perfect, and some truly impressive routines have made it to the dance floor.
First of all, I want to be entertained.
Yes.
I want to see a mix of things that will hold my attention throughout the dance.
The couples were judged by a panel of international dance experts.
The winners are...
Tom!
And also the viewing public, who phone in their millions to give the last word on who wins the trophy.
It's all about making the right choice at the right time. Would you have the nerve to take it
or leave it.
So that's RT, Take It or Leave It, the game show that involves a 10-stage trip up the road to riches with the £50,000 cash prize.
Contestants face a nerve-wracking dilemma to take the first answer they see or leave it for another, knowing that there's no going back.
To win prize money, there are 20 boxes to choose from. 18 contain cash and 2 have booby traps. Both contestants choose a box and decide to take or leave the amount revealed. In the final game, the money banked is hidden in one of the 6 safes. Getting a question right eliminates an empty safe.
You are racking your brains.
But of course, get a question wrong and you lose everything.
Circular. Take it or leave it.
Take it or play.
Go green! Oh no! The right answer is octagonal. I wouldn't have gone.
Join me again in a moment when we reveal the final letters of Roy Walker's A to Z of game shows. Welcome back to Roy Walker's game show, A to Z. Better you? Well, it's got to be University Challenge. Let's journey back to the start of the show. It's 1962, and Bamber Gascoigne is the unlikely host of this new quiz that quickly becomes a national obsession.
Bonus of 15 coming, your starter for 10.
Making famous the catchphrase, your starter for 10.
Bad luck, no bad luck.
Those were the days when the presenters were the same age as the contestants. The questions were very tough, and the pressure was always on. Many students just couldn't hack the challenge. None more so than the Newhall Cambridge team of 1997, who gallantly soldiered on most of the game with a negative score.
Newhall Coleman.
So I forgot.
Oh, bad luck, you lose 5.
Newhall Shaw.
Miller.
No.
Newhall Shaw.
Heron.
Nope.
Newhall Shaw.
Napkin.
No, you lose 5 points.
Newhall Shaw.
Christopher Dean.
Christopher Dean, hooray! Takes you up to magnificent -5.
B stands for virtually impossible. Well, of course, when it comes to a quiz show, you got to have some hard questions. But have a go at my next selection and see how you get on.
Who is the author of Maiden's Trip, describing Second World War boating service by women?
Which is the greater and by how much? Half of a half, all squared, or half of the square of a half? Which is the greater and by how much?
Sorry, you've lost me there.
If the 20th of April is a Sunday, what day is the 5th of May?
And now you've lost them too.
Why might you find a howdah useful if you were hunting tigers?
How do I know?
If you dissolve the symbols, it becomes a little simpler.
No, I don't think that'll help.
What we're going to do is take 3 letters from the alphabet at random. They'll then get 30 seconds to find the longest word possible using all 3 letters. Furies, how many letters in your word?
29.
Spell your word for us, please.
Anti-disestablishmentarianisms.
You must spell it.
Well, it's IT, isn't it?
Anti-disestablishmentarianisms.
Well, I had an Auntie Philomena, and that was hard enough to spell.
Well, having checked those words, in fact, anti-disestablishmentarianism is not one word, it is 2 words, because it has a hyphen in the middle.
Sub-satellite was launched to provide information about the moon, including areas of concentrated mass near the moon's surface responsible for the slightly uneven pull on spacecraft. What were these called? Richard Wyn Jones.
Gravicons.
No, they weren't. They were called masscons.
Uh-oh, here she comes.
Welcome to the weakest link.
Well, thank you, Anne. Of course, it's the weakest link. That's the W in my countdown. Hugely successful quiz, and the reason for that success? It must have something to do with the strict schoolmarm approach of Anne Robinson.
Do you know the difference between sonic and supersonic?
I do.
Were you keeping it a secret?
No, the slip of the tongue.
It's no surprise she's so scathing. Just look at some of the answers she gets.
Linda, in pop music, complete the name of Madonna's concert tour in 1990. Blonde what? Tart. Ambition. On TV, which member of the royal family appeared on the 200th edition of A Question of Sport?
Ricky Tomlinson?
No, Princess Anne. Caroline, in science, of what is botany the study?
Bottoms.
No, plants. In TV, which game show was originally presented by Roy Walker in 1986 and featured a computer-animated character called Mr. Chips?
Oh, yeah, crossword. No,
No, I have to accept your first answer. Catchphrase. Magnus.
Hey, you know what, Ed? You numpty. You deserve to be voted off for that.
Stew pot.
Stew pot.
Stew pot.
Join us again for the weakest link.
X is for X-rated. That's the next section we've got coming up for you. Now, I've been waiting to show you this one.
£290. What do you think it is?
Tip the waiter.
You're not right. Sean, 5 seconds. Here we go.
Mr. Chips.
Sean, you're going to have to speak or we'll run out of time.
I've no idea.
You're going to wipe the board. Sean!
Snake charmer.
What a charmer the host was as well. For our next selection, all you need to ask yourself is, why? Why do people do it? Why would you want to do it? And why, oh why would you humiliate yourself in front of millions? But we're so glad you do. So if you haven't guessed it yet, the Y in my countdown stands for yikes! Ouch! Ah! Oh, well caught! In Last Man Standing, contestants fly around the world and pit themselves against locals in feats of strength, courage, and endurance. Ah! Oh! Calm down. Well, it's nearly time for me to push off too, but we've still got Z to go. And all I can come up with is Z for zappers, from zapping aliens in virtual reality or avoiding being zapped in real life. The zapper adds an air of excitement to any game show.
He's missed one yet.
The king of the zappers was, of course, the Interceptor, who tracked down his prey to zap them in the back.
Martin?
Yes?
Just remember you're keeping your backs away from him because he can't zap you if you're facing him.
I'm keeping my front towards him.
The Interceptor himself was played by Sean O'Kane, and his zapper was the latest laser technology at the time, on loan from the army. Looks like he got zapped, and I'm zapped out too. Well, I hope you enjoyed my game show, Hit His Head. I'll see you next time. Goodbye!
From Brucey to Bob and from Dermot to Des, the game show Gods are the focus of tomorrow's show with Roy Walker at 9 and Chris is up next tonight with Classic Millionaire.